years of completion, they're a journeyman, they're a journey person. They're able to apply those skills for the rest of their life and be firmly entrenched in the middle class.
And the apprenticeship program, we talked about cost, which is little to none, but the experience you get is second to none. Can you also please speak about how permitting delays and frivolous lawsuits kill skilled jobs and prevent good union men and women from getting the job done on time and on budget?
Yes, and the permitting in this country has gotten to the point where, we've lost predictability. And anybody, whether you're a contractor, an owner, developer, craft worker, you want to know what happens on Monday. You want to know, you're going to be able to go to work, you're going to be able to, perform your craft, you're going to be able to get paid. If you don't have the permits in place, and if you're going through this arduous process, it's lengthening the process to get the actual project built. And as we've talked about materials and cost of how that they have increased over the years, if you were expecting to build a project starting in 2018 and 4 years later you still haven't built that project, the material costs alone have increased. So it's creating a backlog of problems, and it's creating a problem. And again, it's not just a union versus non-union problem. Any project that's not permitted is creating people or preventing people from going to work.
Right. Can we talk briefly about the NEPA process? Are you encouraging a change in the NEPA process? And I'll give you an example. We have a mine in northern Minnesota that's been in its 19th year of permitting, that had a PLA or what have you, and through frivolous lawsuits, et cetera. Are you working to support a change in the NEPA regulations and laws to reduce the redundancy and the frivolous lawsuits?
We've supported previous legislation in this body and at the Senate where you're looking to streamline the process. I believe in a permitting process. I believe that you have to go through the process to make sure, but you shouldn't have to go through the same process 6 times to get the same project the permit that it needs. So if we have the ability to have federal agencies, state agencies, local agencies look at the same time for what is needed, so then once you have that decision is made, you have a window, lawsuits are done, cleared, and out the way, then we're able to go to work. So we're supportive of that.
The certainty is really important. And I will say, you brought up a timely projects. In northern Minnesota, we don't have a 12-month season. We have 8, 9, and sometimes, if we were lucky, to get 10 months in. And so the NEPA changes and these policies need to be changed to allow those folks in the northern states to be able to get these projects done, because sometimes just a frivolous lawsuit or a delay will take a whole nother year and a whole nother construction year, which is going to delay the project even more. So I appreciate all the comments here, and I just appreciate having you answer these questions. Thank you, and Madam Chair, I yield back.
Ms. Still is recognized for 5 minutes. That concludes our hearing. I would like to thank each of the witnesses for your testimony today. Your comments have been informative and very helpful, especially for me. I ask unanimous consent that the record of today's hearing remain open until such time as our witnesses have provided answers to any questions that may be submitted to them in writing. I also ask unanimous consent that the record remain open for 15 days for any additional comments and information submitted by members or witnesses to be included in the record of today's hearing. Without objection, so ordered. The subcommittee stands adjourned.